8 excuse me, it's 8:21 in the morning on Sunday, May 25th. I'm at the Hugh Ramsey Nature Park here in Harlingen, Texas. I haven't seen any javelinas. I've seen doves and some sparrows. It's a very warm and extremely humid morning. I'm drenched in sweat. It's that humid. I'll be here, excuse me, I'll be here a little bit, maybe half an hour, then I'm gonna move on. I put corn just in case there's any javelinas. I don't know if one of the gentlemen that feeds them in here had surgery, whether it got rescheduled, postponed, or did have it and now is out on rest. So hopefully everything's okay. I see a damn cat in the background further that way. Not a good sign. So for now I just won't talk a lot. That way you can hear the birds chirping. I hope I didn't put this video for children and then I don't see any comments. Let me see. Oh, sorry about that. So all I've seen are just birds. I haven't seen any javelinas. I haven't seen any Hey JM. Yeah, thank you. I had done one previously. I only flew the drone like maybe 2 minutes. I had a doctor's appointment that day, so I was near that area. But I set the height, I think 100 feet, so I couldn't really go higher. I didn't want to go a lot higher than that. There's no javelinas here, it's just kind of dead. Hey, I like from last weekend, the manifest, Englewood Olmito, almost 200 cars. I'd never seen that many. I think the most that I ever saw was what was then the Englewood, the Olmito Englewood, and it had about 144 cars or so, 5 engines, 5 locomotives, but I've never seen anything that long. Hey, legend, princess. Good morning. Are you from? Where are you from? I believe you're from the Philippines. There's no javelinas. It's just little birds that are now and then you see birds, but it's just dead. Hey, JLB. Good morning. From an extremely warm and very humid South Texas. There's no javelinas. It's just a few birds that are eating. Every now and then you see one. I hear a lot of doves. Yeah, that was crazy. That was awesome. I've seen other vloggers every now and then they get a small gift from the usually like a cap or a pen. But that was pretty awesome of the Union Pacific. Very thoughtful. I'll be here maybe 20 minutes if I don't see any javelinas come by. Yeah, they are. But now, during this time, you have to be here in the mornings or in the evenings. So it's so hot. Right now it's warm, but it's so humid. I don't know if you're able to, if I zoom in, you're able to see the birds. There's a sparrow, white-winged dove, and I think the other one's a mourning dove. At least there's a breeze now. No, I didn't know the sparrows like eating the peanut butter. Oh, let me see if I can zoom in. There's a little sparrow, house sparrow that was eating peanut butter there. At least there's a breeze. What I'm gonna do here, I want to see. Oh, there's a Kiskadee. Left center of the screen. So, Greater Kiskadee. At least there's a breeze now. That wind finally started picking up. Too bad there's no javelinas there, so you could be seeing the javelinas. Probably in about 10 minutes I'm gonna get up and then walk towards the Arroyo Colorado, and then walk towards the ponds and the other trail. Might be a short stream, might be a 30 to 45 minute stream. I like to say that that's the white wing and not the mourning dove. Because the mourning dove is the one that usually does that coo. Too bad there's no javelinas. I wish there was some javelinas here. They'll probably come out in the later on today. Hey, World Tours. Hello. There's a Chuselaca here not too far from me. I want to see if it'll come down and eat some of the peanut butter. I can see the jabalina up in the palo blanco tree. Not sure palo blanco is hackberry, I believe. Yes, especially the doves. The chalagas are a little bit too loud. I also like the golden-fronted woodpeckers and the kiskadees. I'll be walking the park here in about 5 minutes. I don't think any jabalinas are gonna come by. Kinda peaceful. Oh, there's a jabalina. Let me see if he comes this way. He's in the back. He's walking this way now. I guess I will stay here. I won't zoom in, I would let him approach. There's a second jabalina coming in. Let's see more of them come in. Hoping a little bit more javelinas come in. At least 2 came in. Oh, it depends on the. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I use a mini tripod when I use the action camera. If it's in between the rails, I use a mini tripod that the legs spread all the way, so it's basically flat on the ground. Now with the camera, whenever I put a camera close, maybe 5 feet, using the camera, it looks closer than it appears. It looks like it's right next to the track, but it's at least a foot, 2 feet away. And that one is, I also use a tripod. Could be a bigger, the bigger tripods. I have I have like about 6, between 6 and 8 tripods. Hey Renzo, mabuti, ikaw? Welcome. Now, depends on the tripod. Oh, let me show you. I've got a tripod here. So I got this tripod. That was about a foot. And then I have this other tripod. This is the one that I'm talking about. This one got the right here, you just twist it. Twist it and the legs spread all the way, then that would be flat. Talaga, Renslow. I wish there was more javelinas, it's just 2 of them. And that's usually how I do it. I used to like when back then they had the Olmito Englewood going north, because I knew when it roughly passed by, it was about, back then, I knew that it was gonna pass by anywhere between 9 and 11 in the morning. Oh, that's not good. You can also put it has to be a tripod, because no other method, because if you put it in a rock, it might fall, tip. But if you're trying to do it with the intermodal, it's kind of fast. I see a green jay. But if you're doing just like you gotta be careful with RVSC won't let you do anything. They're so picky. Union Pacific, you're still okay with them. I just don't do it on a regular basis. But I do it when they're going anywhere between 40 and 50 miles an hour or so. 30. I don't do it there to the entrance to the yard, just because I don't want to cross that barrier to go closer to the tracks. In the yard, I just stay on this side of that rail, so I don't go into the property. Not baboy, they're javelinas, peccaries. They're not pigs. They're not baboy. Yeah, I've never had any of my cameras get busted with the train. Yeah, they look like baboy, but they're not baboy. See, it's a javelina. South Texas, course. The southern part of Texas is the most northern part that you see javelinas. You see them in Mexico and Central America, I think South America also. Yeah, I wish there was more. Sometimes you see 10 of them. I was gonna go walk the park, but now that those javelinas are there, I'll just stay here. Because I'll be leaving here at 9:15 or so. It's a good breeze now. Oppo, Renzo, they're eating, Renzo, they're eating maize, corn. They're just hidden over there because I threw a lot of corn, a lot of maize. If there was more of them, then they'd be closer to me. Yeah, it is. And then you get to see the... I like it when there's a lot more birds and a lot more javelinas. Sometimes you see rabbits. I believe that's a kiskadee. Yes, because it rained a few weeks back. There was a green jay next to that dove there. Hi Eileen, magandang umaga. Let me see if I can zoom in or stay here with the... There's two dove right there. There was a green jay. It's very warm and it's very humid. Fahrenheit, I don't know in Celsius. Fahrenheit, we're in the 80s. Right now, at least there's a little bit of wind. Earlier this morning, there was no wind, and it was just so humid. I'm so sweating like crazy. No, here it's flat. In the Philippines, you get to see, well, it depends where you're at. You get to see tropical, and then you also see volcanoes and mountains. No mountains here, no volcanoes here. I was gonna zoom in on that dove, but it flew away. Oh, those white-winged doves. Yeah, here's the closest mountains are 3 hours away. Oh, there's a rabbit. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, there's sometimes there's a lot more birds. There's a rabbit right there. Sometimes you see a lot more rabbits, a lot more birds. Yeah, it's a cottontail. I believe it's an eastern cottontail. I'm not too sure. With a little tail, looks like cotton. Little white. It's white, and yeah, I like rabbit too. Just don't overcook it because it's wild, so it's dry. It does taste good. I've eaten rabbit before. Only wild rabbit, never domestic. It's eating maize. It's been a long time since I ate rabbit. I'd like to say more than 10 years. But I have ate rabbit. Only wild rabbit, never. It's dry. Well, you gotta cook it where it doesn't overcook. But it's okay. There it goes. It already left. To me, it doesn't taste like chicken. It's just another meat. There's a green jay. Oh, let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, right there, you see a green jay next to the white-winged dove. You can see the head has green and the chest, the neck is black. Parts of the wing, oh, he left already. Talaga. I like this nature park because if you come in the mornings, chances are you might see a lot of birds and maybe javelinas, rabbits, like I saw one. Because I fed those. Well, it's like anywhere else. And then the pet trade, but here it's a little bit more strict. Here at least you can get a fine or go to jail. There's a wren right there. Let me see if I can zoom in. That was a wren. Not sure which type. Yeah, that's good that they're strict. Knowing the news they caught, I heard they caught Mexican fishermen fishing off the coast here where I live, and they got arrested because it can be overfishing. There's permits and all that stuff. Let me get my stuff here. I'm gonna start walking. I'm gonna walk towards the arroyo. There's only 2 javelinas, so let me just walk. Let me get out of here. All right, let me. I'm gonna towards the arroyo, Colorado. The path, the trail is very uneven after the flooding that we had in March. So you gotta be careful here. Oppo, Resno, here. You gotta be, or if I'm alone by myself, walk, yes. But there's other people that are walking or jogging. You gotta be careful here where you're walking because everything is uneven now from the flooding. Now, I haven't, the only snake that I've seen here, only one that I've seen is just a ribbon snake. The ribbon snakes are harmless. I've never seen any other kind of snake. I wish I could see maybe indigos. I don't want to see a rattlesnake, but like an indigo would be nice. A garter snake. No, we don't have cobras here. Cobras are from Asia. Camera here real quick. Oh. Sorry about that. I hope that the stream is still it's still recording horizontal landscape. Yeah, there's no cobras here. Only if somebody was to release them, can't have them as a pet. Talaga. Look at the granjeno. He's already got fruit, little berries. A granjeno is a hackberry tree. Yes, thank God it's good. But if I go to one of the wildlife refuge, I start losing signal. So here, I'm gonna go towards the Arroyo Colorado. I don't know. I don't think we can eat them. I've never tried to eat them. You can see how it's overgrown because of the rain that we had in March. Look at a butterfly. Oh, I can't zoom in, but it's a butterfly right there. No, because it's not very hot and the trail isn't very big, very long. If I want water, I can always go to near the restrooms. They have water where I can get some. Yeah, I don't know why. I've been informed. I've been stopped, and usually I know one time one employee told me, look at the mess here. That I need to be like 1,000 feet from the track to record. Basically, just saying, don't even bother. I don't know if any of the other vloggers had any issues with them. My gimbal is set up, it's at an angle now. I don't know if it's coming up kind of curvy at an angle. Yes. Look at all this mess. It still hasn't been cleaned up. I'm just walking the park. Look at all that mess. Mesquite is broken there. Can you see a cap up there? That's because of the flooding. It doesn't look like I don't know what it is. It looks like a cap. Look at all that. That's almost as tall as me. That's how high and higher the water got here. Been 2 months since we had the flooding, and they haven't cleaned up the park. You can see all that. That's way higher than me. All the debris. There's more debris. Yeah, I guess you can use it for firewood. Some of it is mesquite. The other trees are, and then the other trees I don't know. Oh, the sand. There's a lot of sand where it wasn't here before. The flooding brought it up over here, where before we didn't have any sand here. It was just soil, just dirt. The sand that comes from the Arroyo Colorado. Yeah, and this used to be a landfill back in the 70s and the 80s. It's now a nature park. See, I can't walk the trail I have to walk over here. Yeah, there's people around. Because it's a bigger park, so there are in other areas. I've seen a few people, but I don't always pan the camera towards them. I tend to move it aside whenever people are walking closer to me. I like how it got overcast. This is where I'm gonna come back and turn to go back to the parking lot, that trail. But let me walk towards the Arroyo Colorado. You got the Arroyo Colorado here. And walk this way. The water level dropped down a lot. Water is very murky, like a gray. Let me just put my laser phone camera down. I don't want to drop it in the water. Oh, there's a turtle right in the middle of the screen. Let me see if you can see it. Looks like a turtle. Talaga. I don't know what. I know you got gar. Oh, let me walk this way. Let me walk towards this other area. Yeah, me too. This is my favorite park. So I come here once or twice a week, or try to. You can see the trash from the flooding. And that's when I use my action camera. If I'm ready, I put the action camera right there real low. Yes it is. Alright, so there's another trail here that'll take me to where I'm going. But it's very narrow, so I use this one over here instead. Very humid. No, there's parts of it is But many areas the grass is really tall. See, it's tall because it rained back in March and rained so much, and then it's rained a little bit on and off since then. Some areas have gotten more rain, like where I live, we haven't had that much rain since March. Hey Larry, good morning. It's a very hot and humid, I should say warm and humid morning, Sunday morning. It's extremely humid. So I'm gonna go ahead right over here, a few hundred feet is a trail that I'll turn right, and then there's 1, 2, 3, about 4 ponds. Most of them are filled with duckweed. There's another big hole right there. I'm not gonna call it a sinkhole, just another hole. Whenever we had the flooding, it sort of washed the soil away. Some of this is deep, it's a few feet deep. I'm gonna say 2, maybe 3 feet. I wouldn't really call it paradise. You see more granjeno fruit. Paradise would be more like there in the Philippines or maybe the Caribbean, the other places, but not down here. Alright, so let me walk this way. You can see all the nopales, the the cactus. These ones are really tall. They're taller than I am. Yeah, true. Down here is not really paradise. Unless you're talking about like weather-wise, at least we don't have bitterly cold winters. We'll have a few days and back to normal. Snow, ice, every now and then. I do love the weather here. Hot and humid. My kind of weather. That's why the Philippines is basically the same as here. I'm used to humidity, I'm used to hot weather. Look at all the duckweed at this pond. Got a lot of duckweed. but at least it has water. This other pond over here also has a lot of duckweed. Good thing here, no alligators. There's a lot of granjeno at this park. It's all bearing fruit. Yeah, there's a lot. It reminds you of Stark County. Not here, unless you bother them. Alligators can be mean, but it's good eating. Yep. Some people like cold weather. I said, no, not for me. So I'm walking towards the parking lot. But up ahead will be 1, 2, I believe 3 more ponds. Where am I? 57 minutes. I had planned to do a 30-minute video vlog stream, but then the javelina showed up, so I extended the stream. That way the other pond that I just walked through by. Alright, this one has a little bit of water. I've seen it dry. I've seen it have a lot more water, but it doesn't have any duckweed. This one doesn't have duckweed either. Yep, that love bite. Oh, it's a feeder. After the breakfast taco that I ate, the walking burns off some of the calories. I forgot the name of this one. This one should be bearing fruit. Oh, it is bearing fruit, but it'll change colors here shortly. That looks like a hibiscus. No, it's not. It's a laurel. That's what it says there. Laurel. This pond is dried up mostly. I don't think that, yeah, it's kind of dry. Leopard frog, I think that's probably our species. See, there's a ribbon snake picture. I don't know if you can see that. A water snake. I've never seen any herons or spoonbills here. I've seen tortoises. I've seen those whiptails. Spiny lizards I've seen. Never seen a bobcat. Other people have seen bobcats. I haven't. There's a lady walking her dog, so Let me pan the camera this way. Morning. Morning. So this pond is also dry. But I think it's the same one from over there. Alright, so the parking lot should be right ahead here. And I'll be ending the stream. The nature park has 3 main trails and several trails that go in between them. Should be done here very shortly. There's a little sparrow there. Let me just walk this area real quick here and then call it a day. Or call it a morning. You as well, Larry. Alright, let me just set this down and turn this off. So I want to thank everybody that came by and watched. You all have a good night or a good day. Yes, it is, friends, though. Thank you for coming by and watching. You all have a good night, good day. And I'm signing off. See you, Jay, and thanks for watching by, stopping by. You take care. Good night to you. Good day to the rest of us here.